Okay, we are going to use a technology that's built in to MyMathLab to complete these problems. So to find the area of the shaded region, the area is to the left of 0.32. So the area to the left of that z. So we're going to get more help. StatCrunch. Okay, we're going to hit Stat, Calculators, Normal. Okay, we want the area to the left of 0.32. Okay, this symbol less than or equal to is less than the area to the left. Compute. Okay, so that says 0.6255. Okay, if you have more than one screen, it really helps to do that. Use two screens. Otherwise, you want to write down, so 0.62551583. Okay, round to 4 decimals, so 0.6255. Okay, now this time we've got the area shaded to the right of -1.13. Stat, Calculators, Normal. Okay, we're going to change the drop-down box to greater than. We want the area to the right of -1.13. Compute 0.87076189. And that is rounded 0.8708. Okay. Okay, this time we want the area between. Okay, that says -0.83 and 1.21. Okay, so we click on where it says between -0.83 and 1.21. Compute. Okay, the answer to the right of that equal sign is our answer. So 0.68. Okay, that 359, that 9 after the 5 tells us that goes to 36. 0.6836. Okay. Find the probability that it's less than -0.97. That the z is less than -0.97. Okay, so we know we need an area shaded to the left. Okay, so that leaves A and C since it said less than. Okay, but what's the difference? The difference is where the -0.97 is. Okay, less than -0.97. So we've got A. Okay, the probability, so we're going to go back to StatCrunch. We need to click back to standard to do a less than. So I'm going to click less than -0.97 compute. So that would be 0.1660. Okay, this says greater than 0.31. Greater than means it needs to be to the right of 0.31. Okay, we're doing greater than 0.31. So I need to change the drop-down box to greater than 0.31. That's 0.378. Okay, that 2 is in the 4th decimal place. The 8 beside it tells us that 2 should round to a 3. Okay, I don't have 2 screens connected to my Mac, so what I'm doing is I'm just writing down the answer instead of trying to memorize those 4 digits. Okay, all right, we've got a between. So that should be an area shaded in the middle of 2 things, so that's C. Go back to StatCrunch. We're doing between, so click on between. It said between 1.5 and 2.25. And that is 0.0545. That 8 after the 5 tells that 5 to go to the 6. The 5 that's in the 4th place. Okay, now we're going to be using the StatCrunch backwards. This time we're given an area to the left. Okay, so the area to the left is 0.3015, and we're trying to find Z. Okay, find Z if we're given the area. We're given the area of that blue shaded region. Okay, now since it said left area, we need to go back to standard. We need to change this X to a less than. Now we don't know Z. Okay, now what's the Z and X difference? Z is a specific type of normal where the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. Okay, that's why we're not changing these, is because we're using Z. Z is a special X. This time we don't know Z, so we're going to leave that first thing blank. To the right of the equal sign, we're going to put in the area that we were given. Okay, what's to the right of that equal sign is the area. It was shaded left, so that's why we're using less than. Okay. Now I forgot what it said round to, so I'm just going to write down a whole bunch of numbers. Negative 0.52009122, and then I'll go back round to 2 decimal places. So negative 0.52. Okay, so this time what's shaded is the area to the right, and the area shaded is 0.9279. So it's the area to the right, so that's great, the area greater than. We're trying to find the Z, and the area is 0.9279. So we know the area to the right. Okay, so that means we know what it's equal to. Okay, so that minus 1.46 is my answer, minus 1.46. Okay. P84, P with an 84, means the 84th percentile. That means the area to the left is 0.84. The area to the left is 0.84. Okay. Now, I've got two things that are left, an area shaded to the left, C and D. But the area, 0.84, needs to correspond to how big that shaded area is, okay? A normal curve always means down the middle is 50%. So since 84 is more than 50%, that means we need this D because the whole left side is shaded plus some more. Left of that line that goes up and down, to the left is 50%, okay? So 84 is more than 50, so that's the area to choose. Okay, go to StatCrunch. All right, we need the area to the left, so change it to less than. And we need the area to be 0.84. So that tells me 0.99 right here is my Z. Okay, Z is just a special X where the mean and standard deviation are set. Okay. All right, so 3.2% are too high and 3.2% are too low. Okay, so that means we've got the ends are 3.2%. Okay, so the ends are 3.2%. Okay, so that means the left area shaded is 3.2 and the right area shaded is 3.2. Okay, so we can do this two different ways. Let's just use the between calculator. Okay, so we're trying to find these two right here. Now, we're going to have to do a little calculations. If 3.2 is on the left and 3.2 is on the right, 3.2 plus 3.2 is 6.4. So that means 6.4 is outside. So if we do 100 minus 6.4, that gives us 93.6 is in between. So 0.936 goes with 93% in between. Okay, so what I did there, 3.2 is to the left, 3.2 is to the right, 3.2%. Add those together, you get 6.4%. So 6.4% is in between, or excuse me, 6.4% is the ends, the two left ends, okay? So let's go back to C. Each gray section is 3.2%. So the two gray sections is 3.2 plus 3.2 is 6.4%. So that means the unshaded section is 100% minus 6.4% is 93.6%. So that area in between is 0.936. Okay, so that gives us the two z-scores, minus 1.85 and positive 1.85. Okay, now it says use a comma, so negative 1.85 1.85 comma positive 1.85. Okay, that's how you can use StatCrunch to work our homework problems.